we have learned till now prepositions, determiners and adverbs. Today we are going to do our next chapter. We are going to understand chapter number 13 of your grammar, that is conjunctions. What are conjunctions? Because conjunctions are called linking words also. They are called connectors also. If I say, let's understand with an example. If I say that Vivek is rich but miser, Ram is poor but honest, which word is conjunction here? Obviously, but. I went for shopping and bought many a things. Which is conjunction here? And. So these are linking words, connectors, and this is our today's topic, conjunctions. Better let's understand the definition first of all. Conjunctions are words and phrases that connect sentence, phrases, or clauses. What are the kinds of conjunctions? Conjunctions are divided into three parts. The very first is coordinating conjunction, second subordinating conjunction, and third is correlative conjunction. In today's lecture, we are going to learn that the segregation, the kinds of conjunctions and how they are used in the sentence. Now focus on the text, focus on the book and let's get started.
Students, here we have chapter 13, conjunctions. Students, conjunctions are words or phrases that connect sentence, phrases or clauses. Look at these examples. God made the country and man made the town. I bought bread and butter. The soldier is both kind and brave. She hates me, yet I love him. These all highlighted words are conjunctions. In the above sentences, the highlighted words and, yet, these are joining words, these are conjunctions. Now we have to learn the kinds of conjunctions. Students, conjunctions are divided into three parts: coordinating conjunction, subordinating conjunction and correlative conjunction. And these are the signal words, these are the words which are used like but and otherwise, while, so, etc. Coordinating conjunctions, that, after, because, as if, where. Subordinating conjunction, and the conjunctions which work or which are used in pair, these are called correlative conjunctions. First we have coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions are the joining words that join one or two words, phrases, clauses or sentences of equal, or we can say of similar status. Examples: I get up early and get ready for office on time. You and she are good friends. My father returns home late, but my mother returns home early. Students, do not get confused that how will we learn these coordinating conjunctions. These coordinating conjunctions you can learn by fanboys. This is the key that you can learn the coordinating conjunction fanboys, where F stands for, A stands for and, N nor, B but, O or, Y yet and S so. These are coordinating conjunctions and easily you can learn coordinating conjunctions by fanboys. Now see students, in sentence 1, this sentence we are talking about, in sentence 1, and joins two independent clauses. Since both these clauses have independent meaning, they are equal in status or rank. Now look at second sentence. You and she are good friends. In sentence 2, and joins two pronouns you and she, both of which have equal status, and in third also in sentence 3, but joins two clauses. Although these two clauses are opposite, they are vice versa, but they are independent of each other. Means if we do not add the conjunction in these sentences, then definitely they will have their independent meaning. And this is the same identification of coordinating conjunctions, that if they will be removed from the sentence, even then the sentences, both the parts of the sentences will have their independent meanings. Now students, there are four kinds of further coordinating conjunctions. Conjunctions are also divided into four kinds. First is cumulative or copulative conjunctions. What does this mean? Cumulative means increasing by one addition after another. How? He was absent and did not submit his work, only adds one statement to another. In the same way, Salim as well as Salma is a student, increasing by one addition after other. Adversative conjunctions, obviously opposition will be there, so these conjunctions express opposition or contrast between two statements. He is slow but he is sure. Seema is poor, still she is contented with whatever she has. Obviously opposite contrast will be there. Next we have alternative conjunctions. Alternative, the name is making the meaning clear. If we have two options, then we have to choose one. Means this is our alternate, this is the options which we have, and we have to choose one. The words which join statements to provide two alternatives, of which one is to be chosen. The words such as either or, neither nor, or else, etc. are used as alternative conjunctions. Neither he come nor his brother came home. Let us do the work or else we will fail. Obviously, there are two options and one has to be chosen. Next we have elative conjunction. In elative conjunction, students, the person or we will get the conclusion. The result of one action will be shown in another state, in another part of the sentence. How? These are the kind of conjunctions which join two statements of which one expresses the result or conclusion of the other. The child is unwell, so it is crying. Obviously, why it is crying? Because it is unwell. So, the result or conclusion of the other. The teacher is angry for the students broke the window glass. There is a reason behind that the teacher is being angry, because the students broke the window glass. Next we have subordinating conjunction. In subordinating conjunctions, these are the words which join the dependent or subordinate clauses with the independent or main clause. And which are those conjunctions? These are that, after, before, it, whether, through, although, unless, as, when, since, etc. Now let's understand with examples. We eat that we may live. Why do we eat? dependency is there, one main clause is there, and one subordinate clause will be there, and in these cases the sentences or the clauses are joined by subordinating conjunction only. Now very nicely students, the classification of subordinating conjunctions has been given. Subordinating conjunctions may be classified according to their meaning. Of course, they will be. If time is concerned, then these are the conjunctions which will be used as per the time is concerned. For place, where, wherever, whence, whither, reason or cause, as, because, since, why, purpose, that, in order that, lest, so that, condition, if, unless, provided, as if, for concession, comparison, and result, or we can say consequence. So this is the classification of subordinating conjunctions. When you are supposed to write an independent clause or a dependent clause, and if time is concerned, then which conjunction will be used, if place is there, then which conjunction is used. This table will be so much helpful for your understanding. Further we have correlative conjunctions. Students, correlative conjunctions, when I told you the kinds of conjunctions, at that time also I told you that the conjunctions which work in pair are called correlative conjunctions. How? Both Ria and her brother are very smart. Either go from here or sit properly. Though he is poor, yet he is happy. Both and. Either or. Though, yet. These are correlative conjunctions, and correlative conjunctions always work in pair. So students, this was all about the explanation of conjunctions. You need to read it and do the exercise which is given in your book. Thank you. Have a nice day.